Oh man, we are back. It's been about what 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
About 2 weeks.
about 2 weeks, 2 weeks. First round of the NBA playoffs happened. The NHL playoffs is ramping up now.
Yep.
Baseball is in the mix where the
Yep.
Orioles are 500 as they normally are at the beginning
Will
of the
you
season.
stop this? It ain't even the season ain't started. You worse than a Mets fan, all right? Nobody broke their leg yet. That's how you sound like, nigga.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey! As an Oriole fan, since Cal Ripken and that when we were good in the early 2000s,
All
we've
right,
been down
old
bad since.
white guy mentioning the Celtics for no goddamn reason. Okay.
Hey, me and you were alive when Cal Ripken won the World Series with the
We were
Orioles. All right.
there. No, I wasn't. No, well, I don't remember that. Well, I don't
89.
remember.
I was 5 years old. I
It was
vaguely remember.
89. You sure it was 89? It was 88.
Hold on, let me
I
check.
don't
Let me check.
remember. I don't even think it was
Either
then. You
way, I
sure?
feel like
I don't even think it was then.
I
I feel like it was
feel
a little bit farther like that.
I feel like I'm a Cowboys fan when you mentioned the Super Bowl, and it's like, oh, that was back in '95. Oh,
Oh, man,
oh.
look. Everybody's bringing back old shit anyway, man. So we need to bring back a title to Dallas, but that ain't fucking happening. No.
Oh shit!
Not,
Never
not
mind.
this shit.
It happened before
I told you. Was it
'83.
the seven? I'm
Fuck.
about to say 83. My birthday. My birthday. God damn.
Damn, they beat the Phillies 4-1 in the series. Damn near swept them.
Mm-mm.
83.
Back when baseball was baseball.
Minus the roids. Yeah.
No, they had different voices back. They had voices back. You know what? Speaking of PEDs, let's just get right into this shit. You know what? DeAndre Hopkins is a
Anti-vax.
one. He's a wonderful player.
How are you
Now,
anti-vax? It's like
how are you starting it off about his? This is political already, and I don't appreciate it. Okay.
my dude was
First off, it's a
anti-vax.
witch hunt amongst a black player because he could catch, and now you want to think, oh no.
My nigga was anti-vax in the most subtlest and overt ways and got
You know what?
caught with
Like you
PED.
can't be. Here's my problem. I tell this to everybody. Black folk, we too beautiful, smart, and all that wonderful stuff for us to be this fucking stupid. Like, here's the thing. I understand if you got reservations about vaccines, stuff like that. You don't want to be
Understandable.
put.
That's normal.
If you don't trust the government, trust me, I get it. I totally get it. But you can't say I'm against that. It then get PEDs who arguably, if you take too much of it, will kill you way faster than a flu shot. So I'm just saying, and whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
But the fact that he got caught with him, hilarious. And he got how many games? He got 7 to 6 games. Hold up,
6 games.
6 games suspension, nigga. Look. You got
Season,
caught,
see,
riding dirty ass.
Spring
Bruh.
training hasn't even started for fucking the NFL, and he already got 6 games.
I'm like, look. I would have been more forgiving.
God, man, when I heard that shit, I fucking died.
Well, the one thing that makes me feel happy, and I hope because I just seen him passing right here because I was trying to check how many days he suspended. I mean,
It's
games.
It's
Suspended.
six.
I was just
It's
trying
six.
to check
It's
that.
6 games.
But the first thing
officially.
I see up here is from Fox News, and it's Eric Dickinson saying something about something, and I'm looking at the headline. I'm like, I'm not going to read all this, but I hope he didn't say this. But I know how journalism is. Even if it was on like Vox, I wouldn't trust it either. But you know what I mean? It was like that sounds too liberal.
Very liberal there, sir.
Yeah, like you ever go on a Huffington Post? It's like, chill.
Chill out, sir. Chill.
All right. The plant that here's me. Okay. The plant that you think you're saving doesn't hear you. Okay, chill.
Actually, real quote from Deandre Hopkins. I use PEDs to build muscle like PFT, except
That's true.
PFT doesn't use any steroids. I
True.
don't know how he does it. So, I
The man
mean,
said what he said, Christopher. I don't know what you want. Look, what you want me to do? What you want me to say? The man said what he said.
the man said what he said. All right.
The man said what he said.
I found the other one. So today, the NFL announced a decision to suspend Deandre Hopkins as a result of a November drug test that came back with trace elements of banned substance. Deandre and everyone who works with him is completely shocked by this finding because he is extremely diligent about what he puts in his body. Okay. His October and December tests were negative, and we are investigating how the November test came back positive. Deandre is committed to demonstrating that he did not knowingly take a banned substance. He has never once tested positive throughout his 10-year career. We're currently testing every product he used to figure out how this could have happened and will release any new information as soon as we have it.
You know what? Here's the thing. Much like WWE wrestlers when they get popped for some stuff, I believe the same thing happened. You know what I mean? You thought you was taking something that you was fine with, and oh God, how illegal am I? You know what I'm saying?
Also,
like I believe it because I see it with baseball. We see it with baseball too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
also, 49ers own Jimmy Ward ain't shit for this.
What do you say? What do you say? Wait, let me blow it up. Pop Molly, I'm sweating.
Jimmy Ward ain't shit.
Hey yo. You gonna have to see that nigga. What week? Oh,
I don't know what week.
I don't know when y'all gonna swing by. You gotta play the Cardinals. When y'all got to play the 49? Play the Cardinals. Yeah, we say yeah.
Dude, I mean, let's be real. That's not
funny.
that is a normal thing in the NFL. You always get players throwing subliminal jabs at a player when they into some shit, and it's fucking hilarious.
I love it, man. No, I love it. Real quick, since we're throwing the pictures, I want to throw this picture up. This is the USFL is underway, and I gotta say, Christopher,
I thought that was
I love football.
I thought that was Russell Wilson for a second. I was like, is that the Broncos' new logo?
I got to be honest with you, dude. I don't know nobody.
I really thought that was Russell Wilson in the new Denver Broncos helmet. I swear to God.
Dog, I hate it because every single name that I hear pop up, I go, I think I know who you are. And I feel so bad.
Maybe you were a walk-on with Dallas. I don't know.
Not like, dog. You hear he played for Virginia Tech. You didn't know that, D. Shut up, D. Let's be back here. You didn't know that. Shut up, D. You won't even know who he is. There was one dude that they mentioned that did play for he played for Maryland. He was like a tackle or some shit, right? And it was like I was sitting like I seen that name. And when they say he played for Maryland, I was like, I'm just thinking that I know who he is because I can't. I feel bad for it too, man. But I'm glad to see there's some
Is it televised?
Football, man. Yes, it is on it's on Peacock. Now here's the funny thing. I haven't seen it on Peacock because I got Peacock, but I don't really look at Peacock. No, seriously, WrestleMania got lucky. But I know it's on Peacock. It's on FS1, and it's always on a Saturday. And I want to say it's on TNT, but it's like stretched out on like 5 different channels. You know, that type of thing, man.
Yeah.
So. And let's just be real, man. Nobody's going to be really watching these games like that anyway. So I understand why it's bouncing from network to network, but it seems really weird that they're kind of sharing the television time for that for those games. And to be really honest with you, only like 8 teams, so of course all the games are going to be televised no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. I just don't know how much of a share you're going to get out of it because I can see I see FS1 like, yeah, USFL on FS1. And then you say, and watch it on these other channels. It's like, what the fuck? Wait.
I mean, and that's on top of the fact that we got XFL starting up next year.
And that's going to start up next year. Now, and here's, like I said, and once again, I'm just glad there's springtime football. I'm just glad a lot of these guys who are probably going to be walk-ons or are trying to get a chance to be walk-ons, trying to get a chance to be a part of practice teams. Hell, fuck around and something happens in preseason type of person. You want that, you got your chance going to USFL. But, it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird how a lot of this stuff goes in if it survives. And that's the biggest thing about when it comes to all this semi-pro football. As much as it needed, holy shit, man, it's hard to maintain. These are going to be hard to maintain, man. So that's why we all excited about the XFL, because we know just off of brand recognition that's going to last at least 4 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Off of
I mean,
brand recognition alone,
if,
should at least at least 3 seasons. You
I mean,
should give me out the XFL.
if the XFL does well, it could definitely be kind of like a minor league for the NFL.
I'm really hoping it can,
Definitely.
but
If it does, that would be
and,
great.
and like I said,
Like the G League for the NBA. That'd be
like I
great.
said, same thing goes with the USFL. I hope the same thing happens with them. I hope something happens with, like I said, some of this semi-pro football. Fuck, you know what? We're waiting for the day, because we ain't far from it. We're waiting for the day. So, can you tell us again why you out here? Like, can you tell us why you out here? Former NFL player Adrian Peterson. Hey man, the XFL is where it's at, and he's like destroying Bambas. I am waiting for the day.
I need much like Marvel versus Capcom. I need USFL XXFL. I need it.
And you know what? Real talk, and that's not a
brand recognition.
That's not a far-fetched thing. Also, if you want to get the two champions to fight each other, to play each other, that's not a big no for real. That's not an out of the box type of idea. But real talk, both of these leagues need to be sustainable. Period. And I don't. You know what? The AAF had everything going for it, but holy crap, that thing was put together with bubble gum. Like that was terrible. The XFL literally had something going for it. In real talk, I'm going to be that person, and you know this as well as I do. That took a lot of Vince McMahon's life force, didn't it? That took a lot of his life.
A lot of resources.
That took his resources. Took a lot out of him. Shit, you remember like seeing him before it opened up when it was doing well, when it like week 3 it was doing really good, and then
crossovers with with WWE Raw and all that.
Here's the sick part about that part. It was done tastefully. Vince, you're listening to people.
Like
it worked.
At least 3 players in the XFL actually got onto NFL teams because of it, including he hate me or whatever.
No, that was way back in the day. But I'm talking about like the one that just came up.
Oh, the one that now there was 3. There was a couple of them. Like
no, there was a couple few of them, man.
Yeah,
they had some real former NFL players, man. But let's just be real. T.O. ain't gonna show up.
Nigga, if he shows up in XFL, bro.
Actually, look. I understand that Chad ain't trying to get hit no more. I understand.
Chad gonna go XFL.
I know. I don't think Chad's trying to get. You remember Chad's in flag football, you know?
Okay,
he's trying to, and Chad are actually doing real good. Flag football is in that same realm of
pussy football.
No, for real. Flag football is in the same realm as lacrosse, rugby, indoor soccer. It's in that realm of B tier sports, but it's good. It ain't that bad. I actually knew a couple people that was people that actually played in that league, man. That how good they were. I don't fucking know. Dog. Look. Can you find a wiki? Can you find a wiki page? Can you find a wiki page of the Washington? I forgot what the name of the
I know the women have a football team that's like based off the Washington Redskins. Well, the Washington Commanders. My bad.
Commanders. Do they still have the women's flag league?
I believe so.
I think they do. Speaking of which, one thing that's actually getting traction and actually really sold out really big is actually women's soccer right now around the world. It's getting a lot more buzz than it used to. And there was a big ass game that just happened over in I think it actually happened in Spain. They sold out where Barcelona plays at. That's 72,000 people. It sold it straight out. And it sold it out several games too. So there's actually kind of a buzz going on for women's soccer. So that's a good thing too, because America's a fucking powerhouse and all these bitches is everywhere across the world. I know I use the term bitches, but I use it as a term as endearment, meaning that they're dominant. I mean it. U.S. women's soccer, nigga. The pinnacle. The pinnacle of kicking a ball around, nigga. I'm sorry, women's soccer, women's football. Let's call it what it is.
Football.
Call it about his mom. That's what his mama called him. Football. I'm gonna call him football. That's what they were. Nah, seriously, man. All the girls in the U.S. soccer team, they are fucking monsters, man. It's like seriously, it's a killer. Like when you really look at it compared to other women's teams, Brazil, they're kind of good. London, I mean not London. England's pretty all good. You know what I'm saying? Spain's pretty good, but America is just it's a gap. There's a gap, so whatever. Yeah.
I mean, guess what? You brought up soccer. Man City is out of the Champion League.
Who? Oh man, wait, what?
Yeah. I think Manchester City got booted out of the Champions League.
Oh, the Champions League. God damn, I'm thinking the wrong thing. Yes,
my bad.
Yeah, they lost to Barcelona.
I thought it was Real Madrid.
No, Real Madrid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Real Madrid.
It was Real Madrid. I meant it. It was kind of funny. I was actually watching the first game. Not watching. I was hearing the first game. I was at work, and all the Spanish dudes was like tripping because Man City got on them real quick. It was like 4-2 by halftime, and then at the end of the game, Benzema pulled it out. It was pretty damn good. So that's actually cool to hear. I admit that this year I haven't been keeping tabs on soccer this year.
From what I've heard from folks, somebody said it was amazing to me that the amount of
3-1 they killed them.
Somebody was saying it's amazing to me that soccer fans make excuses for Manchester City missing getting into the championship, but if it was any other team, they would catch so much hell.
Yeah. That's because they got so many favorite players on there, man. And also because I don't like it right now because they're the cheat code team right now. You know what I mean? Real talk. It's like everybody still thinks that like there is this one thing I will say. There's this aura about the team where it's like, oh, they're blue collar, they're hardworking. That shit, the shit that they give the Steelers, the shit that they give. The shit they used to try to give the Chicago Bears fans until they realized, oh, Bears fans are pure trash. Wow, didn't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try to put that blue collar, we're simple folk that like football type of shit. That's what they try to do. They do the same thing with Liverpool too. Liverpool has that same type of thing. Liverpool kind of walks it way better. Liverpool walks it like the Steelers. That is our identity. You know what I mean? Manchester City is like, that is our identity. Now watch us buy all these rich ass players. Shit, man. Watch us overpay Kevin De Bruyne all this money. Let's make sure that Gabriel Jesus stays on this team. That big fuck off stadium that was clearly bought by Russian oligarch money. Look that away, nigga. This is Man City. We brought a championship back here. Man City is actually, and here's the other thing, Chris, and I hate to do this. Man City also broke a streak that was going on in the Premier League at that time. Mm-hmm. At that time, it was just Manchester United, just Arsenal, just Liverpool, and Chelsea. These teams that had these massive amounts of money going to their teams and all the rest of that shit. Mm-hmm. Here's the funny thing. Manchester City did not win until they started putting all that money in their team and then won the championship. Because what happened but it ended up breaking this little cycle, and then Manchester City became the new big. Here's the funny thing. The real team that actually had that real type of aura was Leicester City. Leicester City had a team. Real talk, if you look at them on EA, they was ranked probably 84, and they was knocking out everybody. They were the Detroit Pistons, like the Chelsea Billups Pistons. Seriously, young. Jamie Vardy was on fire that year, young. So it's kind of funny that Manchester City still get to walk around like this blue collar team. No, they're not. No, they cannot. You spend more money than the fucking Redskins, nigga. Chill.
And you got nothing.
You're not the small market team, bro. But that's the type of aura they want to walk in.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So back to the football.
There's your lesson. Oh, sorry. Champions League is, and the Champions League final is going to be Real Madrid versus Liverpool, and I got to say, I'm actually gonna watch that fucking game. That's gonna be a good game. So
The bars in DC are going to be packed.
oh yes, they are. You know, my wife has actually started to tell me like, D, why haven't you gone to the bars for F1 and why haven't you gone for soccer yet?
Me and you
like,
need to go for F1 actually.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, that's a good idea. Why haven't I did
I'm
that
just
yet?
saying on a Sunday, call a
On a
dude.
Sunday, hey,
we can
let's
go.
let's find a bar to see F1, man. Shit, man.
Because I've driven past.
Let's waste 2.5 hours. Trust me, I like F1. There's a gap. There's nothing happening. It's like baseball. You're just seeing a train, dog. Anyway,
because there's been plenty of times I drove past that 14th Street corridor and I see nothing but packed bars of soccer games happening. I'm like, fuck,
dog. Yeah, they sell that junk out. All them Africans, all them Spanish folk, all them weird black people like me that like it.
even down to PG County,
the rich white folk, all the rich white people love soccer.
Even down on the PG County side, where there's a heavy Hispanic presence, like over in Hydesville, all them fucking bars are packed with them.
It's packed.
Largo, there's a couple of bars where some Africans got man.
Here's the funny thing: you can tell when certain teams are playing. Like when it's Manchester City, when it's Manchester United or Chelsea, go to the Caribbean bars. Go to the Caribbean bars. Go to the African bars. They're going to be packed out. Mm-hmm. If you want to see Spanish people really flex, if America's playing, if River Plate is playing, if Real, Barcelona, and God, what's the other team that everybody around here likes? I forgot. But yeah, and also they be with the Africans with Manchester United. Manchester United is the Cowboys, so pretty much everybody likes Manchester United. So
yeah,
to make it fair for some of you Yankees, does that make it feel better? Do you feel better that I say you're the Yankees? Does that make you feel better? Yeah, go back to the Cowboys. Anyway.
So back to the NFL draft.
Oh, real quick. All the rich white people, Italian soccer. That's all they are. Yeah. Racist. Anyway.
So the NFL draft happened, and we're not going to go through every team. We're just going to go through Cowboys, because Cowboys during this offseason made some, as we talked about, some questionable things like
they did, bro.
like Randy Gregory bouncing over to the Denver Broncos, Amari Cooper going with the Browns, but I don't know. See, initially I was worried because the whole situation with what's his face, Houston's quarterback that's with the Browns now,
Watson, Deshaun.
Yeah, Watson. I was like, oh shit, Watson and Amari are going to be killing it. But then now all of a sudden, Deshaun Watson got some issues with the Browns where he might not be playing this season. So now it's like, fuck.
And here's the funny thing, but it's not even just that. Is that
Cedric Wilson gone?
The real bit that you see. So it's stupid, but it's hard to find a slot guy that you can trust like that. So. That hurts.
So
my thing is with the Cowboys was where they really fucked up was that you did subtract, and you probably had to subtract, and you probably like, you know what? Let's cut our losses. What the fuck have we gained since then?
So
that's the big problem.
So a lot of people were saying in this draft class that it might not be the sexiest of picks, because you know how people love using the word sexy when it comes to
I hate it when they use this terminology. Hey, it might not be the sexiest. Stop, dog. It's just two in here.
Yeah. So basically, what it is it's a situation where Dallas, because you remember last draft they got CeeDee Lamb, Trayvon Diggs. They got some names that's like big, right? So it's just this year they got some actual solid players. They got Tyler Smith from Tulsa, offensive lineman.
Which I like. The good question with him. The real good question is where are you going to put him at? Because they said they might slip into the guard, might some of the tackle. Here's the problem about that. Keep going.
You got Sam Wilson, who they feel might be able to replace Randy Gregory.
Go.
Jalen Tolbert, who they feel could be kind of like complimentary to Mac Gallup. And also kind of help out, James Washington and Lamb, because I think they just picked up James Washington in the offseason, during the free agency. Jake Ferguson at tight end, who again they feel
again I don't know why do we keep
we cut Blake Jarwin to get Jake Ferguson.
It's not even that. It's just that I keep on feeling like Dallas keeps on going into the tight end well because they're not sure what they want as a tight end.
It's like you don't have Witten. We need somebody that's a Witten. Don't know
Like
who it is.
we need to get this guy. We're going to try him. Like, see, Jarwin, I knew they weren't going to keep him. I just knew we weren't going to actually keep on hold of him and all the rest of that. But I don't know, man.
They got Damone Clark in the 5th round. He's a linebacker. But and the thing of it is, he fell down into 5th round because he actually had spinal fusion surgery
and see,
when he was in college, which kept him out for a whole season.
And here's the problem. And I hate how Jerry Jones does this. Jerry Jones take risk on people like this. Oh, did you hear what you just said he had? Well, you know what, Jalen Smith, don't start that. That's that Cowboys BS that I hate. That we think we can just plug in somebody because it worked the first time with him. No, you're at. It's going to be weird with him, man.
You got Deron Bland, who's a cornerback, and Devin Harper. They feel they'll be pretty suited for special teams. Okay. And then you got John Ridgway, who is a defensive tackle.
I don't give a fuck what anybody say. John Ridgway is actually going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm saying this right now. The only reason why, because outside of Damone Clark, I actually seen this nigga play like that. I like him. I don't think he's going to be shit in the NFL like that. Like, he's going to be like this big, run stopper and all that. But I like him. Now, here's the basic thing, Chris. There's only one problem that D has. Oh, man. There's only one problem I have. It's been about 3 years since our boy Frederick left us. Why the fuck are we not getting a center again?
Oh, because we're perfectly fine with our center that we have, apparently.
The fuck up. No, we're not. Your reason why Zeke was good was because he had 3 Pro Bowlers. And when they were healthy, 5 Pro Bowlers. So we ain't been shit since we lost Frederick. We have been this wobbly running ass offenses since we lost Frederick. And that's my biggest problem. Like, look. Yeah, we're going to shoot our boy up with our boy Zach with creatine just to get him out on the field. Of course, we're going to put the finest of auto mail in the knee of Tyron Smith. Of course, that's going to happen. We're going to try to get those old horses out there. That's going to happen. And unfortunately, one of them was going to break. And it's fine because we're prepared for that. We got decent backups. Chris, my problem is I'm cool with these decent backups. We need true starters. We have not drafted a true starter, in my opinion, since Lionel Collins. But the problem by Lionel Collins was, real talk, I ain't like that nigga like that. He got hurt all the time.
Yeah, it'd be like you're guaranteed to get Lyle Collins for like half a season.
Half a season. If he ain't smoked his way out of this season, he hurt himself right out of it.
The choice was: are you gonna get Lyle Collins in the first half of the season or the latter half of the season?
And here's the best thing. And God, I can talk shit now. There you go. Latter half Lionel Collins is actually pretty damn good, man. I don't give a fuck. That's how that motherfucker got to the Pro Bowl, in my opinion. But look, dog, I really hate the fact that Dallas kind of, I want to say refused. That's kind of fan of me to say they refuse to do this. That's very fan of me to say that. But I feel like, dog, we really need to take steps in getting a future Pro Bowl and don't give me the bullshit that's hard. Dallas, we perfect at getting a person like you got him from Missouri State. Is going to be a Pro Bowler. I know my coons. Like you know what I'm saying?
We literally had 3 of them last season.
Know this.
Dude, last season we literally had, was it Michael Parsons? What's his face? The old boy's brother. Trayvon Diggs.
And all that.
Trayvon Diggs and CeeDee Lamb. 3 Pro Bowls right there. Right there.
And that's what I'm saying. They know how they pick them on. I think the problem was this, and just real talk, I think it just wasn't in the cards for Dallas. The person that they really want, the edge rusher that they really want, went in the second, went like the he was like the 6th or 7th pick, right?
Yeah.
Homie that went to the Jets. Dog. Dallas didn't know what the fuck they wanted. All their second choices was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? It felt like everyone was a second choice, not their first choice, man. It felt like one of those drafts where you play on Madden, you're like, wow, okay, cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put an alert on this player. So, all right, Sim, 2 clicks. taking my whole list. That's what I felt like that happened in Dallas, man.
I mean,
Every person that they wanted to get was already out, man.
but I mean,
Or real talk, they saw the red flag and like, nah, we don't need that player.
yeah. I mean, but overall, it seems like the general consensus is that Dallas made some pretty solid picks. They weren't
These weren't egregious.
sexy,
These
but
weren't egregious.
it
Let me
wasn't.
make it very clear. They were not egregious.
They're solid picks, and it's just one of those things like you just hope that it works out the way that Dallas thinks that it's going to work out, and then go from there. And that's the thing. That was the funny thing. It was because normally when Dallas drafts, you always get the group of people that be like, fuck Dallas, they made a shitty pick. But like this season, everybody was like, they made some sensible picks.
The problem is, and at least what I hear from this is what I see, and that's the third report I just seen about Sam Wilson. I don't know how every time they say that when they say off trouble problems, that is it's so weird because it could be like, dog, he was in college, and some of it's like that nigga might be a thug. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you don't call him a thug. He made it through college. Did he make it through college? Come on. You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
Also, it'd probably be some shit like, oh, yeah, he just had woman troubles.
Like, he had woman, like, you know what I'm saying? It's always weird when they kind of frame that young. And I always, because real talk, I don't follow a lot. Even when I'm into like a college team, I don't follow their personal life to know, like, oh, this dude did this or he did that. So I really don't know if, like, what the whole trouble is with that. But that being said, it's like he's not a bad pick. I've seen him play before. He ain't bad. You never know what you can get out of these players, man. Because I actually thought Randy Gregory wasn't going to be Jack when he came. Look, I thought he was like, we don't waste the time getting him. And he ended up being a Pro Bowler by the time we let him go. So, well, actually, I won't even say Pro Bowler. That's too high. He wasn't a Pro Bowler. No, he never made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, like, that's what it was. They said he's a character risk.
He's a what?
A character risk.
Again.
And then the team, before they even picked them, they actually did go through all the alleged allegations at Ole Miss, and it came back with nothing. So I'm like, so why are we freaking out again?
This nigga's, he's gonna be a Namakansu. He's gonna start uppercutting babies, DDTing the fucking owner.
The man is on edge.
Now let me tell you something, Christopher. Now I know my niggers. And let me tell you, Sam might be a problem, but I tell you what ain't gonna be a problem. Old Benjamin is not gonna be a problem. Is that right, Sam? Now you're gonna be a good nigger and you're gonna shut the fuck up.
So meanwhile,
that ain't gonna happen. It's Dallas, dude. You get 5 free ones.
So meanwhile, on the West Coast in San Fran, Deebo Samuels and the 49ers are beefing because Deebo Samuels has been pushing for a trade, and the trade deadline is over now, so now they're stuck with each other.
Do you know that I have a bunch of 49er fans who are not in shambles, but they're like, smiling with a tear, like, oh, we fine. Deebo ain't going
perfectly fine.
What are you talking about? Hey, D, you know what, man? I really disrespect. Hold on. I really disrespect what you say about my team, man. Hey, look, Deebo saying, man, we're gonna be fine, and Jimmy, he's gonna be gone, and gonna make a Super Bowl, and next thing you know, and then Colin Kaepernick gonna come back, and then he's gonna come out with Michael Jackson from the dead. We're gonna be singing "We Are the World." This is exactly what we've been planning for, man. Niners football.
Go Niners. Yay.
Yo, Deebo. I wonder where Deebo's trying to go, because I heard somebody say he's trying to go down. Like, don't do that to me. We don't need two. I don't need two CD Lambs on my team. Don't do that to me, man. I don't need 2 of them here. Shoot, man. You know what? I already know that will be a problem. He show up in Dallas, man. That's a dude that's spiteful. But you never know. I actually think that I think a lot of people kind of gave up on Deebo being this dominant dude, though. And they just, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think I don't know. I think a lot of people don't think he's that great, but I think he's pretty all right. He's all right to me, man.
But revisiting an issue that happened that blew up the doors open to NFL, the NFL is planning a 2-day diversity networking seminar for prospective head coaches and GMs. The NFL will hold a seminar for 64 prospective coaches and general manager candidates at its annual spring owners meeting later this month. Meaning that owners can put a bid in for these potential coaches and possibly hire them in some way, shape, or form.
Is there going to be a block of some kind?
They stand on the block like it's a slave auction.
I didn't say that. You said that.
You said block, so ergo
I didn't say
with
nothing.
it.
Sir, you put. I said a block. I could have been talking about a regular block. I didn't
Lego
say
block.
nothing. I said nothing about the institutionalization of a human life. I never said none of that. You did.
Yes, we're Cowboy fans. How could you not tell?
Nah, I'm not a Cowboy fan.
I'm a Commander. I'm a Commander fan.
I'm a yeah. Ever since I was a little kid, I looked at my mama. I said, "Mama, why are the Redskins?"
Sir, we don't say that dirty name anymore. The Commanders.
Oh, why are the Redacteds? Why are Redacteds losing to the Cowboys? And my mama goes, "Well, I just skip a beat." Because they got rid of Doug Williams and them motherfuckers don't deserve to win another goddamn game in the rest of their fucking life.
Do you do right by me?
I want to tell you something. My mama does not care about the sport of football because they broke her heart by kicking Doug Williams out of DC. My mom, to this day, has always, anytime the Redskins...
Dude, they really did do what Dusty said. They kicked him in the butt, gave him a watch, and said a computer.
Hey, a computer. More like a
white man took your job.
A gateway computer took your job.
They really did.
Mark Rippon's a gateway computer. You better be glad I'm saying gateway. Chill.
Nigga won them a Super Bowl in the fall season. Yeah, your services is no longer required, Doug.
Boy, man, let me tell you something. There ain't nothing worse when you get fired by somebody that sucks worse than you. Whoo. Hey, that sucks, man. And then flanked by somebody that's way worse than you. That hurts, man.
Then 20 years later, the organization hires you back to be in the front
office.
I want to
tell you something. Today, this shows you how different that our world is in today's optics. You getting rid of Doug Williams after a monumental thing like that, the fans should never forgive you.
But they did.
These Negroes in droves. Hail to the
redacted.
Hail to victory. Hail to something ain't fight for ODC. Racist sounds of native people. Racist sounds of native people. I want to tell you something. Look, I don't have no hate against the Commanders. I really don't.
I don't.
I pity them. No, I'm dead serious. Me and Chris have
said this over. After
we
last
said
episode,
this over and over again. There are times on this we clearly are rooting for them. We're clearly rooting for them.
Tyra Banks. I was rooting for you. I was rooting for you.
Do you know how fun it is to be a Cowboys fan rooting for Washington? It's fun because we don't get to do it often, but when we do, we truly believe in y'all. And you know what you do? Throw us away. That's what you do. You throw away any goodwill. Then do it to the fan base, and you're not going to do it to us. Nah, we already got one. We already got a mildly racist owner that treats us better.
So, speaking of the Commanders,
is that stuff still going on?
Oh! And the most obvious shit that had me rolling, because it's been weeks since then. A Republican senator from Kentucky questioned the credibility of the whistleblower that talked about the Commanders' financial situation, and I just cackled at that. I'm like, of course, it's a Republican saying this shit.
Of course, from Kentucky,
Which number one, it ain't none of your business, sir. How about you focus on your state? And
I want to know.
Does Kentucky have a football team?
Fuck no, they don't. It's called the Wildcats. Kentucky Wildcats. They got a Kentucky Wildcats. Half the state actually cares about the Cincinnati Bengals. No, Cincinnati Bengals. I forgot that's Kentucky's team, Cincinnati Bengals. Of course it is. Right
Oh, that
beside
was
Louisville. Of course it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Cincinnati's right there on top of Kentucky. Of course it is. I just thought about that. Duh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that, and of course, actually, no bull. I think it is actually Washington. For a long time, it was Washington. But what I also heard that all the Appalachia is Steelers. So it's hard to, I don't know, man. I don't know. Football in the South is weird because outside of college football, it gets kind of, odd, man. Like there's a good chunk of the South that is still like Saints fans, but it's weird, man. It's
But
kind of weird
they're
right now.
saying that this whole shtick with Dan Snyder could turn into him possibly having to sell the team at some
You know what?
point if it really gets very serious the way they think it is.
You know what? I don't know if the NFL can tell him to sell it or something like that. I will believe this. I think the NFL is going to eventually force Daniel Snyder to do some type of move where he's not there no more. Just real
Yeah.
talk. That seems like the only logical step that they can take because anything else the NFL is going to do, it's going to look like you got a lot of effing nerve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because
Like anything the NFL does juxtaposed to what's already coming out about this crowd, it feels like they're like, oh, they were doing what under our watch? That's what it feels like. It's like shut up. Like Roger Goodell, you was in the office when he was talking on the phone. Yeah, that shit, nigga. Hey Roger, you hear this? Like you was in the room when it happened, bro.
And the funny thing is, LeVar Arrington came out a couple of weeks ago and was talking about it because he was like, yeah, for the longest time, like I never appreciated how the team handled like the finances of some of the players on the team. And which ties into the finances of the Washington team, essentially, which is the allegations, because a lot of that came from, because I think he said the contract dispute had a lot to do with how the team handled their finances.
Mm-hmm.
So
I heard that he wasn't the first person I heard that from either, man. So it's weird. I heard that who was it? It wasn't it wasn't Brian Mitchell. It was it was one of the former Redskins.
Smoot.
I forgot who it was.
Fred
It
Smoot.
was look, I gotta be honest with you, and this is only a knock as a Dallas fan that gotta hear you every year make excuses, Fred. I think he's way too loyal to the organization. But here's the thing. I don't disrespect. I ain't gonna disrespect Fred that much because I think even he like, oh hell yeah, he probably gonna say listen like, oh hell yeah, I'm still waiting on the check. That's the reason why I never leave DC. I got a feeling that's what
I'm waiting.
That sounds like something Fred would say, but it really feels like it's just weird, bro. It's so weird, man. Everything that every urban legend that we have been here. No, I'm not even bullcrapping. If you live here in DC, every urban legend that you have been hearing about the Redskins, Commanders, football team, football team, what was they called? The Red Sox at one point, whatever. But but like I said, whatever little urban legend you heard about this Washington football club, it seems like almost all of them are right. All of them. Them hoarding money, them not putting money up to somewhere else, them doing certain people wrong, him doing a lot of the fans wrong. All of the horror stories that we've been hearing about this team for years in the Washington area, dog. Almost all of these are true. And I'm not even saying this to shake no fan out they fandom, but dog, how do y'all do it, man? I could. If half this no bullcrap. If half this come out about Dallas, I'll be on the other side with Paco, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, come on, man.
So
it's amazing. Whatever.
So let's talk NBA first round. I think we can
very entertaining.
Entertaining. The Nets out of all the teams is the only team that got swept in the first round.
Okay, so let's just stop on the Nets real quick. Let's just stop with the Nets. I feel like I made a bet that I never made because I remember getting this last one and I said, the Nets got a chance to make it. I don't think they got this. I did. You were totally wrong because they had nothing at all. Because apparently Easy Money Sniper decided, hey, let me just walk through the whole third quarter, cross-eyed it, and eventually I'm going to hit a three-point. You know that Kevin Durant went like 3 for like 13? In 3-pointers in the third quarter. I was like, you know what? They lost. The game's over. I knew in game 3 when they was getting pushed around by pushed around by them. I was pushed around by the Celtics. I text my pop. I'm like, yo, Dad, you seeing this shit? My dad like, yeah, they getting bullied.
They fucking went
Nothing.
A-Town. They A-Town stomped the shit out of them.
And I love it because Kyrie Irving finally learned, holy shit. Nah, LeBron was still wrong. I felt bad for Kyrie for 2.5 seconds. For 2.5 seconds, I felt bad for him. And then I thought to myself, nah, what's the coach doing? Oh, forgot there is no coach to this team.
Steve Nash is the guy that just sits there with an empty folder.
Steve Nash is the equivalent of me when you go to play on 2K and you press start to go change your starting lineup, and then you hit start again, and it got like the defensive matchups and they're all on auto. That's what I do. Hit auto. That's what Steve Nash did. Offense auto, defense auto.
I mean,
tempo fast.
I mean, could have put me and you as like as coaches for the Nets, and we would have did a better job than Steve Nash.
I'm gonna tell you something. Steve Nash had no control of that team at any point this whole season. Number one, there was no urgency with his team. Number two, number three, when your leader is gassing the way he does, I think it's fair to say that he is not a leader.
But also,
and I gotta agree with Chuck. No, KD, you're a bus rider. You don't drive the bus. Man, I drove the bus. For Golden State. No, you didn't. No, you did. Kenny Smith. Actually, I think Draymond did.
But here's the thing, too. Meanwhile, despite all the chaos of the Nets, here's how toxic the Nets fan base is. What's everybody do? Key in on Ben Simmons. And I'm like, what the fuck did Ben Simmons do? He did nothing wrong.
You know what? Ben Simmons is a weird mix of, I'm starting to understand what his problem is, and I'm starting to get this. And this is one of the reasons why I backed off of Naomi Osaka. I get it. The press is relentless. But here's what I also get. Your fucking PRs ain't shit, because you know what they need to do? Do what Lewis Hamilton did when he lost one of the biggest races of his life. He walked to his PR person, and he said, "Hey, here's my phone. Take it for 2 months." He didn't touch his phone.
He went radio silent.
Months. He went radio silent. I feel that sometimes you have to, and I understand with social media. Fuck, I don't like Facebook. I gotta go on it every goddamn day. Why? 3-leg dick. You think I like doing that shit? No, I don't. I hate this place, yeah. But I understand that some stuff you gotta do, but some stuff it feels like a lot of pressure is on him. And then with Ben Simmons got a history of quitting on shit, and it's like you mix that in with some real type shit. He ain't mentally there right now. I think it is true. He did get burnt last year, and that really did fuck with his brain. You know what I mean? And some play, and we all seen it with a bunch of players, and they don't have it right since then. Ben Simmons get on that court, play game 4, and do what? And that's the part that got me, because I asked I was talking to my dad. My dad was like, "What the fuck was he gonna do?"
Yeah,
he could have been a shut up. They weren't gonna win nothing. So guess what? Yeah, he looked like a punk, but guess what? Yeah, it's probably best you just sit on the sideline, not do nothing. Now I'm kind of worried for Ben. I can't believe I'm saying this because I don't like Ben, but I'm kind of worried for him in only one regard. What is going to happen with your career? Because right now it's about to go in flux. I don't know how many teams is going to take a chance on him.
Oh, side note.
I don't know any team that should take a chance on him. I mean, I would hate it. I would hate every second if he may have go to a team I think he should go to, just to ease his mind up a little bit and to deal with the same type of media presence that New York has, but a little less of a sting, because the fans ain't all ogres and shit. I think he should go somewhere where they actually go look like Chris, where they're going to pay him the money that he doesn't deserve, but they're desperate. I don't know if there's a team like that.
Speaking of New York real quick, guess who is thinking of acquiring John Wall?
The Knicks. They should. And you know
It's
why?
not the worst idea.
Yeah, because it ain't. Oh, you remember when I talked about mentally gone?
Mm.
I feel like John Wall is just gonna do it for the chicks.
He made somebody said he
He's
made
gonna go to
he
New York and become Rod Strickland. Oh, you're gonna get a sis galore out there, and you're gonna get a whole lot of. Hey, yo, John. So there's this woman outside with like 2 kids, and one of them really look like you.
John apparently made more money during just sitting down during the season than supposedly the amount of money he made is more than all the WNBA players.
I, I,
Period. I was
I
like,
see.
fuck.
To give John Wall his credit, he still continues to give his money out to charity and
Mhm.
shit like that. Give it up to John, but you know
If
what?
he goes to New York, he would be Ron Strickland. You're right
I
about that though.
and you know what? I hate and I hate to hear that stat that he got paid more than the women. But if I was him, I would just break out the joke like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, y'all, the broke people yelling at me again
With your broke
with
ass.
your broke asses."
Um,
Look here, and I can segue to this real quickly. Here, get Brittany out of jail. It might help you. Speaking of which, Brittany is still over in Russia,
the U.S. government
and
finally figured out that it was very unlawful for her to be over there. Meanwhile,
oh,
all of
you
us
think?
no shit.
Wait, unlawful.
They said it's basically, well, not unlawful, but basically, it's what Russia did was fucked up. It was wrong. She should.
Oh. I thought like unlawful. What do you mean? Yeah, dude. Apparently that bitch was over there without a green card. Like, oh,
No, basically, the U.S. government basically officially said, yeah, she should never have been arrested over there at all for that shit. Period.
Russian rebuttal. No one told to get on plane with marijuana.
Somebody in Russia probably
I
said that.
hate to be that person. And D is still saying that. Real talk. Brittany, look at me.
It's
Brittany,
Russia.
homie, my nigga. How many niggas are in Russia right now, not counting you?
In Soviet Russia, jail gets you.
In Soviet Russia, it's still a lot of injustice. Here's my question. Here's my thing. Here's, like I said again. No one
Soviet
told her to
Russia.
get on. No one told her to get on plane with vapor. Come on. What are you go? What are you going to do? Go to America? Give that to teenager? Get out.
In Soviet Russia, black lives don't matter.
Soviet.
Woo!
Oh man, you are tall like bear, but light skinned like Michael Jackson. We like that.
Just wanted to divert away, but meanwhile, so Pat,
I hope she doing push ups. I hope she come home with a. I hope she come home with a tear like, yo, B, what you do over there? You won't even want to know, my nigga. Cause you know it's look, Brittany, and do the best thing. When you come home, come with a lot. Yo, Brittany, you out? Yeah, what's up, my nigga? Got an extra tattoo in Russian.
so here's the thing. Um, Pat Bev, you can't talk shit about the Golden State Warriors giving up 45,
I laughed at that.
and yet your
I laughed
team
at
got
that.
smoked by
I
the
laughed at the
Grizzlies.
team. I laughed at the like come from the team that had the one shining moment when y'all made the playoffs. A lot of nerve, dude.
He's
You know
like,
what, Patrick?
wouldn't score 45 on me. I'm like, nigga, that's not the fucking point. Who's at home right now? Exactly. You're at home. Shut up.
That's the thing that get me. Patrick loves saying that crap. And it's like, yo, Patrick, look, shut up. Nobody asked you. Not a single person, yo. Like, yo, whatever. Speaking of which, with the Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies, I will give this. At least the Timberwolves tried because Timberwolves had these motherfuckers. They had these niggas dead to right. Motherfucking cat over there throwing up gang signs like, yeah, they win about 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Memphis Grizzlies woke the hell up. Eric, you know what, Chris?
Sir, one John Morant.
Ja, you know, Ja, and I say this, and anybody take this. I don't want nobody to take this comparison wrong. I see a lot of Gilbert Arenas in him.
I see more AI than Gilbert.
I see a lot of Gilbert. No, the reason why I say that is I don't see a lot of AI. Not just yet. Not just yet. They both have the same problem. The same problem about that is I have a problem with fiery point guards like that. They usually don't win.
Because the thing of it is, it's like
they put all of the team on their back. And some people, in the case of Gilbert, the pressure is way too much. In the case of AI, dog, stop. Your knees are done, dog. You're doing way too much. They're calling on you to do way more than you can. So both of those have that same problem.
And my thing too is, as we're seeing in the Golden State game, it worked out for them against the Timberwolves. But what I'm seeing right now in the Golden State game, if Ja has a bad game and Golden State starts popping threes like it's out of control.
And when they and I know Dylan's probably gonna be gone for maybe a game. I don't know if he is gonna be gone.
No, he's back. It was just that one game.
It's gonna be that one game.
It was just for the remainder of that one game that he did.
But anyway, but still, you know, when you have to rely on everybody else to do it, they can do it. But here's the problem: it shouldn't be that way. It should be a whole team effort, and that's the thing. This team is still kind of wonky when it comes to a team effort to win. You can get it every now and then, but it ain't gonna be consistent. And in the playoffs against the Warriors, they'll take advantage of this shit. Now, here's the thing. I think that I'm saying this because I think the Warriors will win this series, but I think there's a chance that the Grizzlies can really turn it in their favor. And if they win the next game. I still think they're going to lose the series, but if they want to really if your best chance is beating them the next game, if you can get the motherfuckers off center a little bit and force them, and you got to force them to win the next three, you know what I'm saying? That's the best you get. That's the best you can do, man.
Yeah,
they have to win the next game. They have to, in my opinion.
So
speaking of Warriors, that was easy come, easy go for them when they went in their first run. Yo, I like how like me personally, I like Jokic. I love you, Joker. Let me tell you something.
Denver had no shot, no chance in hell.
Something MVP. I got 3 words for you. I got 3 letters for you. It's called SYC. That sit your ass on the couch. That nigga. I'm like, yo, the Nuggets. When I knew they was going in there, I knew Jamal Murray was still hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, I see Michael Porter sitting on the sideline. I'm like, this series is done.
Don't let that. Don't
on the sideline. Like, oh,
I saw
both the curly hair Magic is on the sideline. Y'all done.
Like when they beat Golden State, I was like, guys, don't let this win fool you. They're still gonna get beat the next game. And what happened? Golden State came in there.
He did something, man. I'm like, nah, you didn't, dog. Nah, you didn't, man. This is a sinking ship, nigga.
Speaking of which, I laughed my ass off at the 76ers Atlanta game because when Atlanta won, right? I like how Embiid just sat there and was just like, congratulations, you won. We're gonna beat you next game. But
I like how Embiid.
That's cute.
It's you know what really sucks, and I really mean this. I have actually started to really like Embiid the last few seasons.
Mm-hmm.
I really hate how he gets hurt. I just do.
Yeah,
that's going to be a plaguing thing, and he needs a number 2, a true number 2 for them to make.
And you're playing Miami right now, who is on fire.
Speaking, hold on, look. Atlanta, the way they got knocked out, it was like, good, stop. I don't even know why. I don't know why Philly let you hang on so long, but now it's over. Good.
Actually, no. That was Miami that spoke.
No, Miami. I know. I'm thinking of. Who am I thinking of? No, I am thinking of the Raptors. Yeah, because the
Raptors got bullied by the fucking by the 76ers.
But that's because Van Fleet went out there the whole time, man. They had no other score out there. Yada yada yada. That was over with. So I'm thinking like it's all gonna be good. 76ers versus the Heat. This actually might be good. I mean, yeah, Embiid got hurt the last game, but it's not gonna. What do you mean he's out for the next 3 goddamn games? You mean to tell me they're gonna have that? I'm like, yo.
And you got to depend on James Harden to fucking pull the weight.
So look. I already got mine. Already got to say this.
Look, all I'm saying is Tyler Hero, my favorite white boy.
Tyler Hero is insane. First off, man, he's insane, man. Give it up to Tyler. He's gained the respect of a lot of black people. Still having sex with white girls. That's weird. But anyway,
Still.
It's weird. I'm sorry, you sleep. Look this. Yeah, man, it's my girl. Nigga, you sleeping with your race?
That's a shocker.
Like, wait a minute, you're not like I thought your girl was black. My girl is Dominican. That's different.
Ooh.
Look, here's Tyler. No, what the fuck it is?
I mean, just
Yo, but yeah, but they like 49ers. I don't know why I'm about to say the
the
49ers.
Heat.
No, why am I about to say 49ers? I don't know. I'm thinking of a color scheme right now. But anyway, but yeah, the Heat is like fucking like they fuck these niggas up 2 nights in a row. And the best thing about it is the last game with James Harden, which was great, because this motherfucker totally shrunk into like 2 inches and disappeared on that court because he had no type of presence. You know that James Harden. Did you know? I don't know if any of your guys know this, but y'all know this in the last 2 seasons. James Harden just magically just out of the playoffs like that. You know, this is fun. It's just so fun. It makes you feel that this whole time he said he was like the leader and the best player in the NBA. It might have been just bullshit. It might have just been bullshit that I've been telling y'all since the beginning of Working Title Sports Show. When we started this show, James Harden was up for the MVP when he was playing for the Rockets.
Mhm.
And he had great seasons. And I remember everybody saying, "Oh man, James Harden got robbed. He got robbed." I was like, it don't matter. He ain't gonna win shit. Come on, Wayne. He might win shit one day. Well, we're sitting here. He's a 76er, and I hate to tell you this. He looks like a liability. He looks like a giant liability.
Yep.
How in the world you a starter, nigga, playing that type of basketball in the middle of the playoffs? And I probably would say, like, no, it's a little bit different because he did the same thing last year. When the Bucks was lighting them up, he couldn't show up for KD got it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Like I
Yeah.
said, Embiid needs a true number 2. He don't got one.
Also, the Suns were playing with their food against the Pelicans because they almost had a scare.
They should have lost.
They really should have. I was just sitting back
part
like,
of me was thinking justice should happen and y'all should fucking lose.
Chris Paul was sweating his heart out because he's like, oh,
Man, they had that game without Booker.
the sweat was coming down like, oh shit.
I know, man. Brandon Ingram started doing tomahawk dunks and nobody was trying to stop him. I was like, yo. I told my pops, like, they better quit fucking around with them. My dad, like, I know they better quit fucking around with boys. This is one thing I learned in the NBA. You look at the score. Mean the series is tied up. What the
fuck is it?
Y'all better stop. I keep telling it to everybody in the NBA, don't do that. Don't do this thing like, man, we got them. Don't do that. Not in the playoffs. Momentum's a bitch. So that's why I was like, they almost lost. Should have lost, man. And I like how Chris Paul is really getting called out as a dirty player. And just to be honest, took y'all long enough.
I know, right?
I'm like, man, this nigga been doing this since he walked in the league. I love Chris Paul, but he complains too much while at the same time being a fucking complete asshole. It is like a good blend. He does the Patrick Beverly stuff correctly, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, we also have to talk about the game that nobody cared about, but I cared enough about. Mavericks beat the Jazz.
You know what I like? I liked how when Donovan Mitchell hit that dunk, when was it Donovan Mitchell? It was that dunk he had at the end of the game. They won. They got like everybody all celebrating. I'm like,
no way. Wow.
So there really was something really fucked up with his back. So it is twofold. It's really twofold. It's really the mind and it's his body. And if his mind can't get right, his body can't get right. Holy like I said, Ben is in a fucked up loop that I really hope he can get out of, man. Because here's the stupid thing. Like I said, as much as I'm not a fan of Ben, do you see that nigga's stats?
Mm-hmm.
I like him as a defensive player. I really do. I really fucking do.
If he gets surgery, I guess he'll be back before training camp. So
shit, I need that nigga to be back right in his mind. You know what? Look, I hate how they've been trying to treat him like a motherfucking point guard when he should have been motherfucking Tim Duncan this whole time. Go to Popovich. You know what? Go to Popovich. I'ma say it. Ben, go to San Antonio, Ben. And all San Antonio people. Here's D. Y'all need him. Come on, y'all.
Yeah,
I mean,
Popovich knows he knows how to coach quiet guys.
boy, Ben's gonna be over there. I don't want to play today. I got a question. Have you seen Brazen in the
Have you have you have you seen When They See Us, Ben?
Have you seen
Have you seen Selma?
Have you seen Fences?
It's an inspiring story.
No, I was looking at Moonlight with my wife the other day, and I was telling myself that the African American struggle. I'm big a fan of Greg Popovich because,
but Popovich
despite
be saying
despite whatever inspirational bullshit, that's what we were basically saying. Whatever inspirational bullshit has been. Look at the basketball, bounce, fool. Here's Greg. All right, son. It just walks on.
my job here is done.
Ben Simmons has an MVP year. Tim Duncan. Well, I think the torch is finally passed here in San Antonio to the next. You see what I'm saying? I'm joking. I am
Jedi
joking.
ghost of David Robinson next to Tim Duncan. I guess Dave Robinson dead. No, he's still alive.
I didn't know what I was about to say. The ghost of David Robinson, the ghost of David Robinson, George Irvin, and yes, Sean Elliott. I'm taking it back for some of y'all. And Sean Elliott is right there nodding their heads. And the one question is, Sean Elliott, all three of us alive. Why are we doing it? Oh, no. I say this because I love David Robinson. Current year David Robinson and that roadmap of a shape up that he got going. Yo, Dave, cut your hair off, bruh. Cut it all off.
No. Dave Robinson went to a military barber to get that haircut. That's clearly a military
barber. If you don't get
barber.
that Republican look on, dog, you look like you're going to tell all the black people during the Black Lives Matter rally. All right, guys, settle down.
I remember when David Robinson was in the NBA and he was touting his experience playing for the Navy when he was in service and stuff. And at the time I didn't know that military played sports. That was my first time as a kid realizing that the military played sports.
Was David Robinson the first person I learned that.
He played Navy basketball and that's how he got drafted. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, real quick talk about the military. Shout out to my fucking hatred of the USF on Golden Knights because I mistaken the logo of the Knights of the Army Black Knights. You know why? You know what? And I cussed him out. He's like, yeah, I know you're not talking about my team. You're talking about USF. I'm Army. Oh my God, you're a military person. Oh my God, I'm an asshole. Oh my God, fuck you, Central Florida. Anyway, UCF. Oh, that's a very true story, Chris. That's a very true story that happened.
I just want people to understand UCF is Working Title Sports Show's dreaded enemy. We hate UCF.
UCF, look, UCF, Tessa Blanchard. Speaking of,
Wow is ditching. Wow is ditching Tessa Blanchard.
Wow is ditching her. Now that's not a big deal. This is probably the only wrestling news we're gonna do. We're gonna get into wrestling next show, but Tessa Blanchard getting disowned by Wow is not a big deal. But that was her only avenue. Okay, imagine you
have to do a lot to burn bridges.
Imagine if you will, you were on Imagine if you will, you was on Alex Jones's network and it shut down everywhere, and now you're sitting there outside of Fox Nation going, "Hey, so that's what's going on with Tessa right now. Everybody's joking that she's gonna show up on Control Your Narrative, and this is my final thing I'm gonna say about wrestling. Do you know that this nigga Braun Strowman, whatever his name is, Adam Shearer, whatever you want to call himself now, this nigga was at Triple Mania down in Mexico. Triple Mania, for a lot of people y'all know, that's the big summer. It's almost SummerSlam to me too, but Triple Mania is the big joke they got down there in AAA wrestling. And Adam was there. He said, "Yeah, that's right. We're going to show up at AEW. The foreign door is going to be opened by us." I'm like, all right, first off, Adam, ain't nobody invite you nowhere. Here's the one thing. I don't like AEW fans, but there's one thing that we have all agreed on. Fuck all of y'all.
Oh man. Anyway,
that was a fun little tangent. That was a fun little tangent.
So hockey. The Caps overchecking was out for some games during the latter half of the season, and Caps Nation was very worried, like, oh shit, we're gonna get booted out the first round. Well, overchecking was has a clean bill of health, and the Caps rolled over who the fuck they played. They played was it the Maple Leafs?
Are you talking about Ovechkin? Nigga, did you call
I don't know why I say I don't know why I say overcheck it. It's Ovechkin.
Overcheck.
I don't know why I said that.
That nigga overcheck.
Anyways, the Caps rolled over the fucking Panthers the other night, and it was beautiful. It was great. I loved it. Every minute of it and stuff. Oshie was on fire. Ovechkin was on fire. The team is clicking on all heels. I don't know how much that's going to matter as the playoffs go, but it's potential.
And like always, here's the thing though. The big thing for me, at least in this playoffs, and right now, currently, they're losing to the Hurricanes. That's the Bruins. The Bruins is the big dogs right now, and they're the ones that scare me because I just don't want Boston to win. I just really don't want Boston to win this one. But they're losing the series to the Hurricanes. They're already down 1-0 to them so far, but right now in the game, they're actually currently down 2-0. Another game that's going on right now is the Maple Leafs and the Lions, and the Lightning. If anything I know about the Maple Leafs,
the Maple Leafs have been on a bubble throughout the season. From what I've been hearing.
Look. The one thing I learned about the Maple Leafs is they get these little tangents where they fucking around and they're not going to get to the Stanley Cup. But let's see how far they get. I really mean it.
Against the Lightning. Against the Lightning, my dude.
Look, they already They already got one game up on them. So let's see.
That's one game.
Let's see. And actually, I got the Lightning. That's what I'm saying. Tampa Bay gonna come back. They're gonna come back on them niggas.
I'd be shocked if they beat the Tampa Bay. If they beat Tampa Bay, I'd be like, oh shit, maybe they are serious.
Right now, St. Louis is over the Wild one game. They're one game up over the Wild. The Kings is one game up over the Oilers, and what the Penguins?
The Penguins up 1-0 on the Rangers. Caps 1-0 on Panthers, and the Avalanche is 1-0 on the Predators, and the Flames is up on the Stars.
Yeah. All right, cool. So like I said, this just starting, man. And even with this, and like I would say, like I seen the replay of last night's game. I was like, yeah. It's time to look at hockey until my team gets knocked out.
It's like yeah.
That time of the year, we kind of look like we're doing something this year. So let's go.
It's the most wonderful time.
Okay, but is it funny thing about that also, man? Because there might be a chance. This might be it for the Capitals. I mean it, because Ovi is like, look, man, can't be on these skates all day, nigga. So I already got my championship. I'm already got my key to the Hall of Fame. So fuck the rest of y'all. I'm about to.
So F1, your man Charles Leclerc is like killing everybody right now.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I forgot the poll. The fucking the practice is going on right now, man. I forgot. Well, no, it ain't going on right now, is it? Are they practicing already?
Maybe.
I'll be shocked. Oh, but you're talking about the whole thing. But anyway, right now, yeah, they were like the last time we talked. God, did we talk about that race? I don't know. Last race though, it was at Imola, and I don't like that course. Yeah, we did talk about that shit because I don't like that fucking course. So yeah, but tomorrow they're gonna start the practice for the Miami Grand Prix. The way that thing, like we already showed it before, it goes through like a little racing park and onto the highway and back into it. So it's all going to be around the old the Dolphin Stadium and shit, yeah. Where Mariners play, I think that's what's going to be right.
Yeah.
So yeah. So everybody's gearing up for that. The one little fun thing I did see from all of that shit is like all the little promotion and all the little things. Pierre Gasly was actually sitting down, had dinner with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan looked like, Michael Jordan got them bloodshot eyes on with him and shit. So, so F1 is really trying to, no bullshit, really trying to get their presence in motherfucking America as much as possible.
The Miami one is going to be interesting to watch.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be really like not just from a standpoint of racing, but just what it might do for at least for the popularity in America. You know what I mean?
I mean, they're expecting a huge rollout for the Miami F1, definitely.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, this is like I said, it's funny how the summer hits. NHL's ramping up, baseball's gonna probably be ramping up, and all of a sudden, blinking you miss, boom, it's NFL season.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
really it. Just feels like that's the cycle now. And it's like, oh man, and like I said, I feel it's going to be even more ridiculous once XFL starts.
I think, and the second, that's what I'm saying. When the second we really start liking these, the spring sports, I will give it that, man. It feels like it feels like there's a chance for it. People are seeing sports differently, all that rest of that shit. Currently, I don't know what you're talking about, bruh. In baseball, your O's is 8-16.
They got a shot. Still,
Feel the power. They're on the bottom. They're on the
hey,
bottom of these.
where's the Nationals at, sir?
I wonder where all the Nationals are. They're on the bottom. We 9-16. Will you bring
Oh,
in numbers?
you're
Well, you
one
want to bring
game up
in
on
numbers?
us. You're
You
one
want to
game better than
bring
us.
in
You're
numbers?
one game better than us.
Let me tell you something.
We're both shit.
We
All right.
are in a better division because we got the national champions.
You got the Mets, dog. Come
We
on.
got the national champions, the Atlanta Braves and all. See, y'all ain't got to deal with it. Y'all just got to deal with a whole bunch of Yankees fans and shit. Actually, the team that I like I said, the team I actually like in that division is actually Blue Jays. So we want to see what happens with that.
Hey, we literally got Tampa and fucking Boston and New York.
Also, nigga, we literally got like 114 more games.
Yeah, I know. It's like you could be the beauty of baseball is like you could be 8-16 and you don't have, there's no need to freak out that you're gonna be horrible. It's still more games in the season to where you might bounce back from that shit.
It is going to be interesting with how everybody's going to form by the time, because right now, who's on the bottom of the who's on the bottom is on the bottom, man. I'm looking at the Reds. They are 3-20. That's going to be a long ass season. It's going to be a long ass season. But
imagine if you're a Cincinnati Reds fan, them stands are empty as shit.
Oh my god, man! You remember Angels in the outfield? Got little kids hanging out there trying to sneak into the stadium. Nobody's in there.
I have seen the Baltimore Orioles stadium. It's half full.
I don't know how they getting people to go to these games anymore, man.
I think it's corporate hookups because it
has to be, man.
Corporate hookups and
nobody trying to it's weird, man. Because I only think the people that want to see the Orioles are people that are having business meetings.
I mean, it's even more sad in this area because even when the Wizards sucked, you'd be hard pressed to find anybody that's giving away tickets like that.
Like that, yeah. You get them on a package and all that. I think and that really falls on just how bad, like I said, just how down bad baseball can get, nigga.
But I mean, I guess it's enough to, pay the bills at the Orioles Stadium. So,
hey, one person that's asking you, hey D, y'all do racing over there. What about my boy? But Bubba Wallace, currently he is sitting in number 21 in the standings. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Bubba. He only gets like 2 or 3 races where he shoots high, man. Let's not act like this motherfucker's Lewis Hamilton. But anyway.
Yeah, Tiger. So Tiger had to drop out of the Masters because even though he started off strong, he just kind of petered out, and he was just like, I still got ways to go on my road to healing and getting better. But hey, I gave it an admirable try. I mean, that's really all it was, because at first, like the first day one, man, all of us were like, "Oh shit, Tiger back, baby!" Day 2, it was like, "Oh."
I knew it wasn't going this way anyway, man. I knew it wasn't going this way. So, oh well. I think everybody, like, anytime when it comes to I remember when I was a kid, and I remember oh fuck, I'm showing my age. I remember when it was Arnold Palmer, and every time he tried to go on the Masters, and this motherfucker will flutter out in like 18th place, but they make it like a big deal. Oh, Arnold Palmer's coming up. He's going to show us what a true master is.
Arnold Palmer,
like, this nigga is not going to make it out the second round. Will y'all get the camera off him? Zurich is killing it right now.
This dude got 20th place, but he still racked up like five stacks.
Dog, I hated that so much, man. And you know what made me really realize that when they were doing it to Phil Mickelson, real talk, Phil deserves every bit of it, but it's like, Phil ain't Jesus, man. Only reason why Phil was half good was because he had that little half Cambodian Negro running him down every single.
VJ Singe?
No, I'm talking about Tiger. Remember him and Tiger fought, man.
No.
Him and Tiger had some great matches, man.
Here
and
I am.
To give Phil his credit, Phil would beat him a good chunk of the time. Phil would actually be better than Tiger, man.
Meanwhile, VJ's like, remember me,
VJ
guys?
Singh was good. VJ was good. VJ was actually a really good golfer too, man. That was a good batch of. I can't remember nobody's names.
I just remember them three. I just know VJ, Tiger, and
don't make me pull up stats from the 2000 season of the PGA Tour, nigga. Actually, you know what? Fuck you. I'm doing it now. Hold on, just to get the names, just to remember the names again. It's 2000. Give it 2000, man. That is funny as hell, man. Oh, dang. That's a whole lot of people. Tiger Woods was number 1 that year. Number 2, Phil Mickelson. Number 3, Ernie Els.
Yep.
Ernie Els. Number 4, David Duvall. That was my dad's boy. And number 5, Paul Azinger. Paul Elzinger. I forgot about him. Now, the money leaders. The money leaders. Number 5 was VJ Singh. VJ was at number 5. Number 4, Hal Sutton. Hal Sutton was big that year. Ernie Els is number 3. Number 2, Phil Mickelson. Number 1, Tiger Woods as usual. Yada yada yada. Thank you for that. Man, Ernie Els. See, I knew it was an 8 name. I'm forgetting. Thank you for that.
Ernie Els.
That was fun. That was fun.
Hey, you remember Scott Dunlap?
Yep.
It's like that guy. Oh,
wow, man.
Okay. I know this is a video game, but I have to put it out here. Me and D are avid Gran Turismo 7 players, and finally the game got better. I've been enjoying the 1 hour Le Mans shit so I can get my $1 million. Just saying. I'm digging it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I haven't done it online. I'm still kind of wary of online, but from what I'm hearing, online,
I don't like the online. Me personally, I don't like it, man. I keep getting knocked out of every fucking game. Unless you're on GT Sport. I mean, not the game GT Sport, but unless you're in sport mode in that game, no.
Yeah, I think that's what the guy on YouTube was it Super GT. He does that. I watch him. You should follow him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome, man. I love his stuff.
And like that game, when you get the competitive aspect of it, it's fun.
Yeah.
From what little I've played of it online and stuff before it started sputter. Before this is like before they fixed it, but it's fun. And like I said,
to admit, I have not been, I have not raced online in a minute because, like I said, every time I get in a room, I get kicked right out. So,
But it is kind of interesting the fact when you do the 1 hour races, you literally have to watch your gas and your fucking time because now it's like, all right, you do the 1 hour, all right, so I need to gas up after this lap.
Oh yeah.
This and now it's like fuck, it's like fuck. I gotta actually micromanage this shit now, and then the dynamic weather is what gets me because I'll sit there and get reckless and be speeding, and I'm like, this wet ground, right, Chris?
Spinning around, and all the rest of that.
I almost spun out one time. I saw my car start hydroplane in the back. I was like, oh shit, I'm slow.
Man, I lost a good race the other day, man. I've been playing the computer a lot, man. The computer, I will give it up. It challenges me just enough. I think I'm ready to go on professional level with it. But even when I go on professional level, I hate to say it, if my car is fast enough and I know the course well enough, I can still want to race. Now, this is where it gets funny because the real difficulty with it comes when you put up the penalties. When you put up the hitting the wall penalties, hitting the car penalty, crossing the motherfucking crossing the lane, crossing the bump on sausage cones too hard, shit like that, doing the overtakings. I mean, doing you overrunning on certain corners and shit like that, that makes it all harder. So
So
but that game, but seeing that you playing the game, I've been playing it lately too. I have been. Only problem is, like I said, I think I will say I have been impatient with racing. But
I just had to throw that out there because it is kind of a sport thing because it is fun. Like it's the most fun I've had with Gran Turismo in a minute. So I'm like, all right,
I laughed like a motherfucker. Last thing I will say today, but anything really is with F1 they put out their new cover for the F1 game that's coming out next year or this year. It's funny to me. On the cover is Lando Norris, George Russell and Charles Leclerc.
Mm-hmm.
What's notable to me is that, okay, Lewis Hamilton not being on there is not a big deal to me for only one main reason. He's pretty much been the face of F1 since 2012. So, big whoop, he's not on there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But why is the champion not on there? Why is Max Verstappen not on the cover? I'm not saying shit. I'm just going to go, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And the one thing I also looked up to, if anybody actually, it was going to it, because I actually halfway liked it. That was NASCAR Heat 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's buggy, but it's all right. It was an all right NASCAR game, right? The people that made it, the people that are behind it are Motorsport Games. All I'm going to say this to y'all, to you folks. Go on Google, go on YouTube, type in Motorsport Games, and you're going to see a whole plethora of people going, oh, you mean the Ponzi scheme and junk people? Dog, the newest game that came out for NASCAR was NASCAR Ignite, and that junk was shit. And I'm talking like 30 players playing online type of shit. Nobody played the game. The game is less than horrible. You know, it's like, I mean, it's just bad. Why do they got the NASCAR license? Why do they still have it? It's amazing. If you see how they get these licenses of all these different car companies, all these different race courses, and you're like, how? Bidding wars. I'm like, it's all about overbidding, underbidding, and all the rest of that crap. It's amazing. And here's the worst part: they're still getting licenses. So yeah, like if y'all want to see something fucked up, type up Motorsport Games. Have fun. It's a pull. It's a pull of shit, all right. Anyway. So yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Working Title Sports Show this week. And we should probably just come back once the second round of NBA playoffs in.
Oh yes,
That'll be easier.
And at that point, I also think that the first round of the NHL will be done also, and that will be perfect for us. Note that we're not talking about the Philadelphia team. Oh, shout out to the other Philadelphia team. Fuck y'all. Y'all think y'all bad because y'all got AJ? So that just makes y'all ooh. Hey, I got a question. What's he gonna do when Jalen Hurts is throwing dead at the ground like he always do? So now that's
Jalen Hurts did say
Jalen Hurts got kind of an arm. I'm being mean.
Jalen Hurts did just come out and say he relishes the chance to prove himself.
I'm not against him. That's all you're going to get out of me.
Hey, you know me. My black quarterback agenda is in play.
I mean, yeah. Come on, dog. Loyalty, nigga.
You know, and also
I bleed silver and blue. Nigga. And that's a problem. The doctors talked to me about that.
Also, RIP Dwayne Haskins.
RIP to him. Yeah, I seen. It was fucked up.
That hit me in a way that I was shocked because I thought somebody was punking me. They was like, "No, Dwayne Haskins did." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
What happened? He just crossed the road, man. Crossed the road, got hit by a car.
Boom. You know,
sucks, and there's no way you can get around that shit, man. There's just no way of getting around that fucking accident. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
But anyways, that is it for Working Title Sports Show this week, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Oh, for the love of God, do not